Yeah, hi there. These comments are for M, and I am Michael, the founder owner and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you completed my independent writing practice test. My TA has already graded it, but you wanted me to go over it in a little more detail. Am I right? Okay, so you took 37 minutes to write your response, and you got a score of 3.0 out of 5, or 20 points out of 30, and that gives you a total of 76 on this particular assignment, right? Now let's take a look at some things that you can do here. So starting with the beginning, so instead of saying all this, you can just say, there's been some debate, just say, do athletes and entertainers deserve high salaries? Let me make sure I'm getting the whole thing here. Hold on a minute. Okay, hold on. Let me copy it one more time. So let's go back here. Okay, so let's go back, make this a little more concise. So, do athletes and entertainers deserve high salaries? The debate has been generated. Some musicians are being paid a large sum of money. Let's say 4 here. Here, not topping, but top. You need a verb. Boxers top the list of the highest paid entertainers. This is a little bit too informal. You say, athletes and entertainers deserve high salaries. So you need a more specific thesis. So the question is, what are you doing in those body paragraphs, and how can we give you a more sharply focused thesis here? They represent their nations internationally. They participate in nation building and you see what I'm doing? How long does that take? It doesn't take me long at all. So what I did is I gave you a more specific thesis that frames around the key points of paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. You say first, these represent their nations in the international arena. This is one thing that you want to work on is you don't want to just state a fact in your topic sentence. You want to create an argument. So I changed it to say athletes deserve high pay since they represent their nations in the international arena. Athletes take part in international championships such as the Commonwealth Games and Glasgow Championships. While in these championships, it is the country's flag that is raised, and when they win, the pride goes to the country, but not to the individual athlete. For instance, Jamaica has a good reputation because of the performance that has been made by I'm going to change that to its, by its athletes. Through their performances, they showcase their talents in their countries. Maybe say something like that. You want to say, through their performances, sprinters such as Usain Bolt showcase their talents in their countries. For instance, despite being an undeveloped country, Jamaica has always received international respect thanks to the performances that have been made by its athletes. So one thing you can do here is try to be a little more specific when you get to your examples. Sprinters such as Usain Bolt showcase, something like that. I'm going to say here should. That gives you more of an argument. So athletes and entertainers should also be paid huge sums of money because they participate in nation building. For example, musicians I would probably say this, such as Michael Jackson have always participated in peace-building missions through inspirational songs. They also play a role in promoting cohesion and unity in their countries. For instance, the late Michael Jackson had a big long list of fans. Many, you can say this, many of whom he identified themselves as one community because of his songs. So you have a pretty good essay, but you see what I'm doing? I created a more sharply focused thesis. I created topic sentences which more clearly connect back to the purpose. I need to make one more change here. They work hard to build their talents, unlike other professions. I'm going to change this to in which. Usually we use in which when it's not referring to a specific location. If I said I went to Los Angeles where I met with my friend from high school, but in this case using where to mean profession, so because it's not a specific location, it's more of a metaphorical location, I'm going to say in which. Unlike other professions in which one acquires professional knowledge and improves his skills through work experience, these people must always do regular exercises and trainings to ensure that they remain fit. Let's say all the time. See, this is where you need to give an example. Then you say something like this. This would strengthen your argument. For example, Kobe Bryant shoots 10,000 baskets a day. He also works hard by going to the weight room for 2 hours every day after practice. His efforts something like that. So this is going to make this paragraph a little bit better. And this helps illustrate the point. You might say, therefore, he deserves the millions of dollars that he is paid annually. See, now your paragraph looks better. See what I'm saying? The good show is not only motivating, so not only plus that, I'm going to change your not only here to make it a little more parallel. Let's get rid of this. Say the good salary is not only is motivating but also ensures. So then we have not only is motivating plus we have the verb on the other, but also ensures that these people's works are appreciated. Good salaries will also motivate other people with the talents to join the field. Okay, it's okay there. So what do we do here? I mean, I made some minor corrections, but I don't see language use and grammar as being your biggest issue here. I think your biggest issue is organizing ideas a little bit better. For example, by creating a more sharply focused thesis, like I did in your paragraph here, and then create topic sentences that more directly connect back to the argument that you're making, which is why these people deserve to be paid a lot of money. So I had to recast your topic sentences so they connected back to the purpose of the writing, and I gave you an example of how you can develop this particular paragraph more than what you had. So now you have a little bit stronger argument. So what do you do now? Let's go back to my website for a minute. Okay, let's go to the writing section of my course. I have some lessons I think you should take a look at, which I think can help. Okay, I would say take a look at lesson number 4. I think is good. So creating sharply focused thesis statements for the independent writing task. I'd like you to take a look at that. I think that would be effective for you right now. Also, lesson number 8, how to make your writing more coherent. I think that's also a good lesson for you at this point. And I think that's about it. All right, anyway, thank you very much.